Bwana wa mabwana umeinuliwa, ukatia juu sana, hakuna kama wewe.
Elder Dickson Mbatha.
Yes.
Karibu sana. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
To Karibangi South.
Thank you so much.
You are not a stranger to this church.
Indeed, yes.
So, because of those maybe who do not know you, you do yourself a self-introduction,
Okay.
so that they get to know you better.
You are right. Well, my name is Dickson Mbatha, an elder in PCA Church. I joined Karibangi South Church in the year 1986. Actually, I had come all the way from Dagoretti, and we moved to this area with my family. So I decided to join the nearest church of PCA. And of course, I found Karibangi South. And then after a few years, that was 1996, I was elected as a deacon of Karibangi South in the district number 10. That time, the elder was Elder Albert Kaguru. Then, of course, after 3 years is when I was ordained on 26th of September 1999.
Wow.
We were actually 6 of us when we were ordained.
Wow.
Yes.
Let me start by complimenting you. You're looking sharp today.
Thank you.
You're very smart.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we are happy.
Thank you.
You said when you came to Karibangi South,
Yeah.
did you buy property here or you are renting?
I was actually renting a city council house.
Okay.
Just next to Karibangi South Church.
Okay.
Just about 200-300 meters away.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's why you started shopping for a church to be fellowship here?
Exactly.
Okay.
In actual fact, you know, PCA Church, the elders and the deacons, usually they're sharp. They go for looking for members.
Yes.
And my kids were young. In fact, that time I had 2 children. And when we thought of looking for a church for them to go to Sunday school,
Yes.
we found this was the best place.
Yes.
And they joined.
Yeah.
So they used to come here. So after some time, I think the elder and the deacons decided to look for the parents of those kids.
Okay.
And they came looking for us.
Wow.
They came knocking to my house.
Okay.
And that's the time they requested us to join
Okay.
the church.
Yes.
That was around end of 1986.
1986.
And of course, since then, we stayed here up to 2013,
Okay.
when I moved to Ruiru.
Okay. So
Yes.
if your children had not persuaded you to join PCA Karibangi South, would you have gone somewhere else?
Well, of course, you know, initially, we are an Anglican church members.
Or your origin?
Origin, actually.
Okay.
Where I'm born in Muranga, the Anglican church is where we used to attend when we were young. In actual fact, even when we came here, the first 1 month in 1986, we used to go to all the way, St. James Buruburi Church, Anglican church.
Okay.
But of course, we realized it's a bit far, and we decided to look for a nearer church.
Okay.
That's why my children came here, and we joined them,
Okay.
and we started
Okay.
coming here. And of course, we became full members thereafter.
Okay. At the point of entry to PCA Karibangi South,
Yes.
where were they worshiping? From the wooden structure?
Yeah, it was the wooden structure the other side,
Okay.
and the roof was iron sheets, and the place was terribly hot.
I can imagine.
Very hot, very hot. Of course, it was a small sanctuary, and it was extremely hot,
Okay.
not very conducive.
Yeah.
But then God, of course, later on, we entered the new sanctuary.
Okay.
That was around 2004.
204.
Yes.
By that time, you are residing in district number?
That was district number, when I became a deacon. I was in district number 10.
That was under Kanguru?
Under Mr. Kanguru.
Okay.
Then, of course, when we were ordained in 1999, I was assigned district number 13. Yes.
Okay.
So then, when we were being ordained, the church had 7 elders.
Okay.
So when we were ordained 6 of us, we became 13. So my district was number 13.
So the district number 13 was fairly new?
It was fairly new.
Okay.
Yes. When we were ordained, I was assigned to that district.
Okay.
Completely new.
Can you recall the names of those you ordained together on the same day?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. My good friends, unfortunately one of them passed on.
Oh, Pole.
Elder Ngombe is late. And then there was Elder Wajere. There was Elder Maura. Elder Mrs. Kafanya. Have I mentioned Diana?
No.
Elder Diana. And myself. Those were 6. There were 6.
6 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. All the others you've called them retired. Are you also still serving?
Well, I have also retired. I returned in December 2021.
Okay. 2021.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But in God's service, you don't retire.
Yes, of course.
You continue serving.
I'm still serving in where I am.
Okay.
They still call me. I still preach. They still give me some roles.
Wow.
In various committees.
Okay.
So I thank God for the far He has brought me.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the school, you are pivotal in the schools, our school PCA Kariobangi South Academy, and eventually we bought Dayspring Junior School.
Yes.
What was the process like?
Yeah, I remember that time I was the session clerk, actually. I cannot remember exactly the date.
Okay.
But I was the session clerk that time.
At PCA Kariobangi South.
At PCA Kariobangi South. We started a school here. We realized most of our children were going to other schools around. Yeah. And we realized most parents really wanted us to start a school. Yeah. In actual fact. And after inquiring from various parents, they needed a school for the church. Yes. So that their children could actually be coming here. Oh, yes. Then we started. It was a challenge, of course, we didn't have enough budget, but thank God we were able to start one. Okay. And then it grew, and we had the numbers until some time later when we thought that we could still expand. Fortunately, somebody approached us from Dayspring. Dayspring. The owner of that school was having some challenges in terms of management, financial crisis he had. Okay. And then, of course, he approached us. And when he approached us, when we met as a session, we decided really to buy that Dayspring school. Okay.
So you bought the school as a going concern?
Going concern, that's right.
Okay.
Indeed, yes.
Okay. That was a very bright idea.
It was indeed.
Okay.
And we thank God because the numbers increased.
Okay. Parents,
when they heard this is the church buying, they felt that the church, they would trust the church than anybody else. Okay. So they came in big numbers. Okay. Yes.
When you started the school at the academy, were the people coming from far? Or they're just from within?
Well, some were from within, some from far. Okay. When they heard it's a church that is managing that school, and it used to have problems with the previous owner, they were coming from very far. Yeah. And very soon we started having the big numbers. Many people came, parents liked it, and we thank God. Because we were able to improve and to come up with a very good school.
Yes. Yes. Can you recall maybe the size of the population of the pupils by the time you...
Well, I may not remember the exact
Either
numbers.
the academy and the other side. Also.
I may not remember really. Okay. Yes, but it was quite a sizable number. Okay. Yes.
Okay. This was very encouraging. But by the time you're here at the session clerk, was it the same time you acquired KCC?
Yes. KCC we bought during my second term.
As a session clerk?
As a session clerk. Okay. From 2009 to 2011. Okay. Of course, we saw the need because many people were coming all the way from KCC area to this place. Again, we realized the population was growing that area. Many buildings were coming up. And we thought it's important for us to take the services to the people. Nearer to the people. They really enjoyed and they really they were impressed with that idea. Okay. And actually that's how fortunately we had a plot which we had bought earlier.
Oh, earlier?
Earlier on, yes. So we thank God and we started the church. Okay. There was a challenge, of course, as well. Starting a church is not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. But we were able to start it. Okay. And during that time, again, the owners were few. and even the districts were a few that time.
Yeah.
But I remember the 2 districts starting that church, KCC. Two districts.
From
one was being
Kariobangi
led
South.
by Elder Jau, and the other one by Elder Robert.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the 2 districts that started KCC Church.
So they started worshiping at KCC.
Worshiping at KCC.
Okay.
And the members, they were very happy because
Okay.
it was nearer to them. They were coming from around that place.
Okay.
Yes.
The members who are previously coming all the way to
Exactly.
K South.
Exactly.
Okay. How was your term as a session clerk? Was it challenging?
It was challenging because you realize, even the first term when I was elected as a session clerk, that was year 203 to 205. I had taken over from the late Elder Mbae.
Okay.
And the elders that time, whom we found, were not young. And myself, I was quite young that time.
Yeah.
Of course, being a session clerk, leading people who are slightly older than you, it was still a challenge.
Yes.
But I made it.
Okay.
It was possible to manage.
Okay.
But of course, it was a bit challenging because immediately I became the session clerk. God blessed us with a home in Ruiru.
Wow. Okay.
You see, so I moved to Ruiru, to my new home, mid 202. So when I was becoming a session clerk in 203, I was coming all the way from Ruiru.
From Ruiru.
So the challenge was coming to the church
All the way.
Carrying the minute book when we have a session, because that time I didn't have a car, I was not driving.
Okay.
My family was still young. We had to come with them. We had to wait until the evening, because again, I had to appear or to attend a district fellowship.
Okay.
So there were many challenges,
Yes. Okay.
but God saw me through,
Okay.
and I was able to make it
Okay.
for those 3 years.
Which year again did you now eventually relocate from PC Kariobangi South?
That was in March 2013.
Okay.
Having served from 202, from 1999 as an elder to 2013.
Okay.
So I requested for a transfer
Okay.
of my services,
Okay.
and I moved to Ruiru.
Yeah.
Now, currently we are calling it Northlands Parish.
Okay.
Yes.
As a dynamic elder like you,
Yes.
was it easy to release you from Kariobangi
I'm
South?
telling you, it was difficult. I remember the moderator at that time, Dr. Gicheru,
Dr. Gisheru, yes.
was refusing to let me go. But I told him, since I'm moving and coming up too far, and again, the jam was a bit heavy, even on Sundays.
Yeah.
People coming this way, again it's raining, you know. I felt I was not able to serve, coming from very far.
Yeah.
So I requested them really to release me. It was difficult, yes.
Yes.
But finally they let me go.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I thank God.
Yeah, because we can serve God in
Yeah,
where he
yes.
provides a way.
Exactly.
6th of April
Yes.
this year, we are celebrating 25 years as a
Oh,
parish.
fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
and we are excited to have beacons like you who are
Fantastic.
the pillars of this parish.
Fantastic.
Maybe you have a word for the congregation as you take them down the memory lane. What would be your word of counsel as we celebrate the 25 years? Besides, we would like to have you here on 6th.
Yeah, I'll be coming. I have received an invitation letter.
Okay.
Already I have received one,
Okay,
and I have confirmed
okay.
I'll be coming.
We would be happy to see you.
I'll be coming.
Okay.
We thank God for the far He has brought this church, this K South. I'm happy to be associated with the celebrations, Silver Jubilee celebrations.
Yeah.
The church has grown, we thank God. Of course, you hear we were only, when we joined the church as an elder,
Yeah.
there were only 7, so we became 13 elders. Today, I do not remember how.
We are 20-something.
20-something, I'm sure. The church has grown.
Yeah.
Membership has grown.
Yes.
That time, you remember, even the people were going far. Like the district number 13
Yes.
was quite a huge one. But I'm told it has since been subdivided into many
Yes.
districts. So now that people are able to serve, elders are able to serve within, not very expansive districts,
Yes.
I would encourage elders to put more effort
Yes.
and bring more people to Christ.
Yes.
As for the members, it is important to encourage them to love one another,
Yes.
because that is the only way
Yes.
to love one another and depend on God.
Yes.
Because even when we moved from that timber house to this place in the year 2004, we didn't know that this church would really be complete.
Yes.
It was actually moved when it was about 85 to 90% complete, but finally it got completed.
Yes.
So since the Lord has blessed this church
Yes.
in such a big way, it's only good that members accept that the Lord has taken them this far,
Yeah.
to love their Creator even more,
Yeah.
to be serious in serving the Lord. And in terms of giving, because that is only where, of course, how the church can grow, people to be more generous
Yeah.
to the work of the Lord
Yes.
for the glory of God.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Elder Mbatha.
Amen.
Maybe parting shot.
Yeah.
When you're an elder here, which ministers did you serve under?
Well, I remember when I was being ordained, Reverend Edward Karanja.
Edward.
Yes. He was the first substantive parish minister.
Yeah.
Because September to December, we had an interim minister,
Okay.
Reverend Maingi.
Maingi, yes.
Yes. So from 2000 all the way up to around 2003,
Yeah.
to Reverend Edward Karanja.
Yes.
And then when we left, another minister came, Reverend, I think late Gishinga. Reverend Gishinga came in.
Yes.
Of course, he served his term. And then thereafter, Reverend Dr. Gichero came in.
Yes.
And here, of course, I left when Dr. Gichero was the parish minister.
Okay.
So I served under Reverend Karanja, Reverend Gishinga, Reverend Gichero.
Okay.
And I thank God for the time I was
Yes.
in K South,
Yes.
because I got saved when I was here.
Ah.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
This is nice.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And my family, actually, we moved when we had all the children that were grown up. And I thank God for that.
Yeah.
And whatever I have, I remember. And I owe it to K South Church
Yeah.
for eternity.
Wow.
They did a lot for me, and I still remember. Anything happening to K South, I want to be associated with.
Okay.
And even when, that's why I'm even confirming on 6th,
You'll be
I
here.
cannot miss.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
K South is a place to be.
Yes.
It is my home church.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
thank God for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Elder Mbatha. We wish you
Thank
all
you
the
so
best
much.
in all that you do,
Thank you.
especially this year 2025.
Thank you.
We'll see you on that day.
Thank you.
As you walk out,
Yes.
look at the projects you started.
Amen, amen.
Like the academy, the spring,
Yes.
and see what
Beautiful.
we've done since then
I've
with
seen
God on our
around.
side.
I've walked around, I've seen.
Yeah.
The Lord's doing.
Yeah.
And we thank God for it.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you so
very
much.
much, and God bless you.
Amen.
And remember us to your family. We'll
Amen.
see you on 6th.
I will.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the good work
Yeah,
you're doing.
thank you
May
so
the Lord
much.
bless you,
Yeah,
sir.
amen.
Hakuna kama wewe